up, guys? Good morning. We got a fun day planned today. Cody flew down from Wisconsin. So what better way to welcome him to Florida than putting him to work with a fun project in the garage? This stretched beach cruiser here belonged to a real good friend of mine. He passed on a long time ago, and I've been kind of a caretaker of his bike. I've been afraid to mess with it too much, just because it was Willie's. But then, you know what? Willie was a fun guy. And this thing's got pretty beaten up over the years, especially in the move here. So then I thought, what would Willie do? Yup, he would make it louder and faster and way cooler. This is a whole kit I found on Amazon for super cheap, really cheap. It was the cheapest one I found at $89. Engine, gas tank, carburetor, chain guard, throttle, grip, clutch, chain, do you have any idea what we're doing?
Putting a motor on it?
Do you know how?
No.
Me neither. Do you know how? I think we got to start by taking the wheel off, and the chain guard, and the coaster brake, the fender. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these floors till you lose a screw. Perfect. Spinners. Are spinners still a thing? I think this is the sack we need. So take the coaster brake off, and we might have to modify that. Maybe this will work for Opal. Don't do that.
Eventually. I hate adjustable hammers.
This didn't come with instructions at all. What do you expect for 89 bucks? So I think this and these go on the inside of the wheel, and this one and this go on the outside, and it pinches the spokes, I think. Sneak this in there like that. Alright, so now I gotta sneak these in there. They gotta go on the other side of it.
Well, I guess then that leaves a question of how we're gonna get bolts in here.
Carefully. There's gotta be an easier way to do this.
I don't know, a screwdriver would work pretty good.
Let's put this one on, put a bolt in and see if the coaster brake clears it. Run that coaster brake around. Oh, that should clear. Yeah. Maybe we won't have to modify that coaster brake at all.
Got stings.
Maybe it'd be easier if we picked it up. You hold it up, I'll push it in with the screwdriver.
All right. Now you're backwards. You're just gonna be nice. You're gonna cooperate. Stop it. So with this finger, and this little tool.
Almost. Hey!
Yay!
Oh,
Okay.
8 more.
Oh no, that's not good.
I lost my magnet on a stick. Cody's making one. On a stick. We need those magnetic finger things. On a stick.
On a stick. We gotta struggle with the nuts again.
Look at that. Perfect. Fudge! Scalpel.
Scalpel.
34 divided by 3.
It's a calculator question. 11.33333333.
Okay. Washer, nut.
Wash your nuts.
You gotta watch what you're saying around here.
Because it's PG.
It's PG. Washer, nuts.
Wash your nuts.
Like that. So I think we put the coaster brake and stuff back on, put it back on the bike. So we actually got lucky, and that clears by a mile. No modifications required. All right, we got the sprocket on there. We got the back wheel on again. I think now we got to figure out how we're going to mount that engine. So this is actually made for a bike. It's got the front tube, the rear tube. However, this is a beach cruiser, but not just any beach cruiser. It's a stretched It's a stretched beach cruiser. So this isn't just going to bolt in. I think we'll bolt it to this rear tube. And up front here, we'll probably have to weld another one to the bike frame. All right, problem with that idea is that the carburetor doesn't fit. So we got problems there. We're gonna give that a little tap and see if we can make some room. So we're gonna take the longer studs out of the back and put them in the front. One. Two. All right, so we're gonna flip them into the front. Let's see if that works. All right.
Sack that, smiles back. Ooh, fish.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, that was great. ride.
We got this gas tank here, little shut off valve.
Gotta find the holes. Okay. Ouch. Hole. Hole. Ouch.
Here's the chipinger.
Chipinger.
Chiping. Chiping.
Where do you think I'm going? Like right here, right in the middle?
Yeah, go right.
Let's go 3 3/4 quarters. That's why you wear safety glasses.
Yeah.
I had to hide this time.
So I had to go up to Sarasota for some training for work. But Cody was still here for a couple days. Let's see if he got anything done.
So it's Friday. My pops is at his job. I ain't got anything to do. So I'm grinding the paint off this thing. Safety first. Gave it a little bit of a bevel to help it make it Also gave it a little bit of a bevel to help it weld better. I would weld it, but Dad said he hasn't tried the plug yet, so I'm not gonna do that and blow up his new house. Let's see how long it takes me to land a kickflip for the first time in like a year. If I don't land in like 2, count that one. We're gonna try this once, because I feel like it's gonna break some. Just one time. See, break something.
So we got this ready to weld on here. Looks like he's got some mathematician stuff going on here. This chain that they sent would have been great for a regular bike or a regular beach cruiser, but this thing's stretched. It's not long enough. Just like everything we do around here, needs modification, custom. Now he sent me a link to the right chain. I ordered it. When it comes, we'll see if it's really right. For right now, I'm gonna get the throttle and the clutch lever on, weld that support on there, pretty much just get this thing ready to go. And when that chain comes, we can move on. Oh, hey look, instructions. Just kidding, I might need those. So I'll start by just putting the grip on the left side. And here's a trick for you. Hairspray. We're gonna go with the total volume. What that's gonna do for us, we're gonna spray it in here and on the handlebar, and we're gonna slide it in. And you know what hairspray does when it dries? Gets sticky. So there's a good little trick for you, putting bicycle grips on. Crap. That trick works a little too good. Forgot to put the clutch lever on. I'm gonna take the bars off and slide it around. All right, got that set up. I better put the wife's hairspray back before she gets home. Check this out, guys. That's a street sign from back home in Wisconsin. So there's like a whole system of these old rustic roads, and they go through scenic areas. Spent a lot of time cruising around on these roads with my friends. So that sign means a lot to me. And my wife bought it for me for our anniversary, so that makes it even more special. I miss cruising around on those roads. They'd be perfect for a motorized stretch beach cruiser. But it is a beach cruiser after all, and we're in Southwest Florida, so it'll do just fine down here. Anyway, I'm gonna put this throttle on. With that, looks like we got a kill switch here. This time I'll be smarter and put that on first. I seriously lost the little piece that goes in that carburetor. A word of advice for everybody. Do not ever, ever put these flakes in your epoxy floor. You drop something little, it's gone forever. Holy cow, I found it. All right, so I got these parts here. Got the spring, put it on that. And then we got this piece here out of the carburetor, and that little split washer in there, that's what I lost. What once was lost, now is found. I take back all those bad words I said. So this dude here, gonna go in a spring, like thus, and we'll walk over to the bike. So our throttle cable here, we're gonna go in this direction. This is a cap on the carburetor, threads on there. I'm gonna go through the spring, compress the spring. This is split down the side just like that washer is. We're gonna put the end of the cable and the end of that, run it through that split. Now we got something that looks like that. I'll just put this in the carburetor. This split side, there's a little knob in there. We're gonna wanna line that up. We got the throttle cable done. Let's get this clutch cable on. This open end goes down to the engine. This one hooks up to our lever.
Telephone, lever puller.
This dilly here is slotted, and so is the nut that's on it. So we're gonna put this in there. You're back. So it's looking like we need to feed our clutch cable through that and connect it to that clutch arm or whatever. We got our exhaust mounted. Now I gotta do this coil. Put the plug wire on just so we can get an idea of distance and where we can mount this thing. I'm thinking for now, I'm just gonna zip tie it there. I'll end up moving it eventually. I'm gonna end up moving that engine. I'm gonna end up moving everything because I got other plans for this. But for now, I just wanna get this thing going and have some fun with it. So our coil has a red wire and a black wire. Coming out of the engine here, we have a black wire, a red wire, and a white wire. We won't be using the white wire right now. I could use that later on to run a headlight or something. Anything that's probably under 7.5 amps, maybe 5 to be safe. So maybe an LED headlight, or brake light, or both, maybe. But for now, we're not using it. Red wire goes to the red wire, the black wire goes to the black wire. Red to red, black, black. Now we have our kill switch wires. That kill switch is gonna shut the engine off when we push the button. All that's doing is completing a circuit here. So basically when you hit that button, this green wire and this black wire, they're touching. It's completing the circuit. So as far as hooking it up to our coil here, it really doesn't matter which wire goes to which. Basically what we're gonna do is short that red wire on the coil to the black wire on the coil. So when you hit that kill switch button, it shorts them together and shuts the dang engine off. So we'll put the black one with the black one, and we'll put the green one with the red one. I'm not super concerned about this looking real good right now because I'm gonna take it all apart anyway, because I wanna do some cool custom stuff to this bike. If I wasn't, I'd be soldering those wires. But for now, we're just gonna tape them up and tie them up out of the way. Those aren't looking awesome, but they're protected and tied up out of the way. And that's good enough for now. Now we'll go ahead and bolt that gas tank on there and put a fuel filter on. That gas tank is one thing that's gonna get out of here too, eventually. I don't like it. I'm thinking like a little spun aluminum, like moon eyes tank here under the seat. That'd be cool. That's super ugly, but that's right, because that's just temporary. Like I said, I got bigger plans for that thing. We're just having fun. We're just waiting for Amazon with that chain so we can get it in there and take it for a rip around the block. Oh wait, we gotta weld this on. All right, I just kind of half-assed crappy welded that on there because I just want it to work for a minute. I just want to go around the block. Then I'm gonna take it all back apart. But that's phase 2 of this bike project. So now we're ready for that chain. Check it out, guys. We went out for breakfast, and when we got back, we got a chain. So me and the head supervisor, Missy, there, are gonna put that chain on, and we'll have to go get some gas and some oil, but we should be able to take that thing for a rip. So I got this cover off so we can get the chain on. Looks like we're gonna need a wrench to turn that crank and feed this chain in because it can't just set it on there, of course. Nothing can ever be easy, not around here anyway. That chain is rubbing on the side of the fender, so we're gonna have to make some room. Clearance, modify, cut shit up. So we're gonna grind the head of that pin off so we can shorten this chain. This master link We'll put that back together super easy with this. All right, that chain is on. Got the chain tensioner on there. We're ready for gas and oil. All right, guys, we got some gas here. I mixed it up with some 2-stroke oil. They recommend 16:1 for a little while for a break-in, but I've heard all sorts of different ratios that people are using. A lot of guys are saying just do 40:1, cradle to the grave, start to finish. Brand new to blown the heck up. I don't know what the right thing to do is, but I mixed one of these in 2 gallons of gas. I ended up with like 25:1, so I guess we're just splitting the difference. At the end of the day, it's an $89 engine. I'm not super concerned about it. Well, guys, I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is it works. It works well. Took a little bit to get it to start the first time, but once it did, man, that was fun. I was cruising all over the neighborhood. Bad news is camera battery died when I was out on my cruise, so I didn't get any footage of this big, stupid, cheesy smile I had, I'm sure. So then I started coming back so I can get another battery. Oh, and there's real bad news. I blew the rear tire on the way back. I mean, I'm not surprised. I was expecting it to happen. There's a slit in the tire and the inner tube was kind of ballooning out of the slit. I knew it was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to get a hold of a tire and a tube and fix that. But I mean, it works. I rode it. It was great. Got to work on a fun project with my youngest son, Cody, when he was in town. Put a 2-stroke engine on my good buddy Willie's beach cruiser. I might not have some super cool, dramatic, goofy video footage to end this video with, but I'm gonna call that a win. That's another big capital W in the garage. I got something fun planned for that for next time, guys. See you out there.
That's the most williest thing to happen in a long time.